Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from GoodMonday.com. How do we create sustainable goals? Now, setting goals is easy, but goals that will last the distance, well, it requires a little bit more thought. Sustainable goals require three components: the component of habits, the components of process, and the component of a customer. Habits, process, and customer. Let me explain. Most of the time, goals are not sustainable because they are seen as a series of action steps. But in order for goals to last, it must be more than just a set of actions. It has got to be a habit. I would define habits as a set of personal rituals. That means unless you have ritualized your goals, it will not be sustainable. Habits would refer to certain vital behaviors that one must practice on a regular basis in order to achieve sustainable goals. Behaviors that are vital and behaviors that needs to be repeated on a regular basis. For example, if you need to have a sustainable sales or revenue goal, then you need to have the vital behavior of networking. Not just networking on a one-time basis, but regular, repeated, vital networking behavior that is proactive. That which is repeated often enough becomes sustainable. Next, it is about having vital routines. People that have excellent habits have a certain routine and rhythm to their life. They may wake up at certain time of the day. They may have certain routines that they go through. They are creatures of habit. They are creatures of excellent habits. If you find that your goals are unsustainable, well, it might be because you have unsustainable routines. Your routines have been haphazard and ad hoc. There is no establishment of vital routines leading to excellent habits, because what is done in an excellent way habitually leads to sustainable results. On a corporate level, you might want to think about team rituals, because teams that are of excellence, they have certain rituals that they go through together, and this ritual all adds up to habits of excellence, which then translates into sustainable goals. Next is the aspect of proven methods. A sustainable goal, a sustainable what, requires a strategic how. If you want to be able to achieve sustainable goals, you must spend some time to think about the how. It is not so much just the defining of the what, but how are you going to achieve the what? And that's where proven methodology is key. So if you want to achieve sustainable goals, you cannot escape from the action of researching history. We need to learn from what others have done. We need to learn where methodologies have been successful and where certain methodologies have failed, because spending the time researching history is key for us to learn what is the process that can lead to achieving sustainable goals. Most sustainable goals are not set right the first time because there is the process of reviewing feedback. Your ability and openness to receive feedback on a regular basis will help you to shape your goals to become sustainable, realistic, and achievable. But this requires openness and a healthy dose of humility. The benefit is this: once you have discovered a method which is proven, then your goal happens like clockwork. It follows a certain principle, it follows a certain process where the input would result in the desired output. But you need to go through the process of research and review. The how to support the what. Thirdly is the step of practical application, meaning, does your sustainable goal have a customer? Is there someone who will eventually benefit from the realization of this goal? Your goal must meet someone's need. It cannot just be a goal that is directed towards self-aspiration, because that is not good enough. It must have a practical application that will benefit someone else other than yourself. That is why you need to ask the question, does my goal have a customer? In other words, will there be someone who will buy my idea? Someone who can actually make use of my idea and the achievement of my goals? If your goal does not benefit other people, and if your goal is not able to meet the needs of others, then it is not sustainable. It may just be a fantasy. So in order for your goal to be sustainable, it must solve a real problem. it must be able to scratch where it itches. Think about it. If you can't define the problem, then your goal is hardly worthwhile and sustainable. In fact, the bigger the problem, the more sustainable your goal will become, because people will really want it and they will want it for a long time. Goals become sustainable when you sell not products and services, but you actually sell hope. Because people want to have hope for the future. And if your goals are able to paint a picture of hope, not just hope, but real hope, create a picture of real hope for people, then your goals become sustainable, because customers, when they buy, they not only buy products and services, they are buying hope. A hope for a better tomorrow, a hope for a better future, a hope for a better life. You must be in the business of selling hope. Then your goal becomes sustainable. So as you go through the process of goal setting, do not neglect the sustainability factor. Spend some time to consider the vital rituals that need to be in place, the proven processes that you need to employ, and very importantly, who is going to be the customer at the end of the achievement of your goal, who will really benefit from it. Hence, to create sustainable goals, you need to have the right ecosystem in place. The right ecosystem of habits, process, and customers. Spend time in these three areas and you will have a system in place for goals that are sustainable and goals that are worthwhile in the long run. Think about it. This is Joseph Tan here from GoodMonday.com. If you're interested to find out more about my leadership development programs and services, check out the website GoodMonday.com. Or if you're interested in my online coaching services, details can be found at goodmonday.com/coaching. And I look forward to having a conversation with you then. Thanks for watching.